Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, it's Christine.
Hi, Lee.
Oh, hello, Christine. I see the nickname is Sarah, so I think that's her.
Sarah is horizontal on the table, and I'm the one who's going to pretend she's pregnant because our pregnant person is not able to come tonight, but we're also going to have some pregnant people to teach you next Monday at the same time. So what we're going to do is show you what you can do to get started when people are in a first trimester and nothing's showing. You know, they have a tiny tummy, nothing's going on except their breasts are beginning to be active just with the hormonal flow increasing. So if I can learn to get this so I can see you, what we're doing is we've got the camera rolling. Oh, Wyatt's just helping me. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, that's great. I can't see you yet, so we'll figure that out in a minute. But Wyatt, oh, there you are. Hi.
Nice. Oh my God. After many emails, now I see you directly. Okay.
I know you look better than your picture.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And
I see you now.
And so what we're going to do, we're in my office. I'll lift this up so you can see. Sarah's there on the table waving at you. And we'll organize this so that we can have it and you can see what I'm doing. And Wyatt is right here. He's shooting. And this is Chris. They're tall Canadians.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Wyatt is 5 foot.
6'1".
Wyatt's 6'1". If you see how big I am next to Wyatt, I'm 4'11". And then Chris, how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3". But that's tall for Canada even. So and I'm small for Canada, so we have a good team. What we're going to do is angle things so that we can teach people like you and I how to connect from the other side of the world. Because I'm in Canada and you are where?
Vietnam. I'm from Vietnam.
Right. And here we are. And what time is it where you are, Lee?
My time here is 10 p.m.
In the morning?
Yes, morning, yes.
Okay, and we are just after 7 at night. I think we're the day before.
Yeah, I go first for 1 day.
Okay, so we're teaching into the future. That's very good.
Yeah, that's good. Nice to see you.
So what we're going to do is be able to teach you some strokes. And do you have somebody there for you to massage?
Just my, like I said to the Sarah, because it's still on the New Year celebration. Only me on the office, and I connect with you from my home. Like you see, no one. I just have a baby in home,
So you're on your own where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what we thought of doing too is how old is your baby?
One girl for 4 years and one boy is coming 2 years, 1.5.
Okay, so you've got 2 kids, one's 2 and one's 4?
Yeah.
2 children.
Yes. Yeah.
Good for you. And you're thinking of opening a series of maternity clinics?
Yes. In Vietnam, but for the pregnant woman.
No, it's great. It's great. I'd love to help. So what I'm going to do is line up this. Yeah, let's see. How do I get that? I guess it's up here. There we go. In English, that says birthing in good hands. And you speak English very well. Do you also read English?
I can read it.
Oh wow.
I can read it, but I don't read this one, or I haven't read this one yet, but I know this on the website.
Yeah. Well, what we were thinking of doing for one of our next ones was also including a baby massage, so that you would be able to have a baby where you are, and we would have a baby where we are, and then you could massage along with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could get it so that we had a number of babies and you had a number of babies, and we could show you how we do a whole class. So that way, it's a nice way to start and know how to get a reputation out that you are good with the babies on up, you know? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to learn how to... Go ahead. Did you have a question?
Yeah, sure.
It's a little delayed. I think it takes 30 seconds to get across the ocean here.
How long for the pregnant woman is staying on the table right now?
With Sarah, she's the one on the table. So she is like a first trimester kind of person, so that where they don't have any, there's no big tummy, you know, it's perfectly flat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna bring the table even closer to where the computer here is angled on my desk. So I'm just going to bring it so actually you can see closer. So Sarah, we're going on the road. So we're moving her. And that way you can see what my hands are doing. The other thing is that Chris and Wyatt are filming it, so that we're going to send you a film that will show, they'll see the close-ups of my hands and that kind of thing, which is what anybody could do, not just having a fancy camera crew like this, but Sarah could be the one holding the camera. That's what we had planned. And then we had a real pregnant person here, so that what Sarah would do would be making a film for you, and then we would just send that to you. So we would have the Skype version, but then you would have a record of each lesson, which is great because then you can replay it and you can practice with it. And so it's not just a one-shot thing that evaporates. So one of the things when someone's in their first trimester and they don't have any significant tummy that's distended is that you can have them in a traditional face-down position. So that what I'm going to do with Sarah is be able to position her so that her head is going to be in this kind of situation where she can have her forehead here, and she's going to be on her tummy. So, and I'll move this around, but I'll just show you a long shot of how we'll move her. So I usually hold on to the sheet, and then I let them roll underneath it. Then she'll put her forehead there, and she'll rest her hands down below, so that works really well. Then I tend to drape her, so I tuck this into her underwear, and I make sure that there's not draped to the waist, but it's the lower back that we need to get to. So I don't drape down to here, because people in our culture and also in yours, they're more comfortable if they're what I call discreetly draped. So their rear end is not showing, it's all covered up. And then that way they're more ethically comfortable. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's just proper draping. Do you have a question?
I have a question. How she feel after she have a massage?
After the massage?
How you feel when she in first trimester?
Oh, in first trimester, what we're dealing with are usually symptoms of, we call it morning sickness, where they're nauseous all the time. it's very hard to keep their breakfast down. They're ready to throw up at any excuse. And we put 2 pillows, usually 2, underneath the ankles here. And that way we semi-flex the legs and it takes the tension off the lower back. So it's more comfortable. Sarah would be only like in her first trimester, so that she has a bit of a sway here in the back. And then what we would do is we would put a little pillow underneath here and just lift a wee bit, Sarah, and I'll put this underneath. So we lift her a bit like an alligator, put that underneath, and that makes her back more flat. But that's only because she has a bit of a dip in her back. Then we tend to use coconut oil, and the coconut oil is very good for the nourishment of the skin and letting it stretch. Because one of the problems is stretch marks, and people will get stretch marks here, around the breasts, and all around the abdomen. And we try and prevent that by using a lot of oil, and also vitamin E capsules, and the wheat germ oil is very good for preventing that. So we just do an effleurage, which is up this way, down the sides. It doesn't matter where the direction of pressure is. And next week you can massage along with us. So we do it this way and we do it this way. And it's really easy to get your body weight. Like I put my leg out front and then I lean onto her back. And then I go straight into ringing. And these are very general introductory strokes. And it's a stroke that everyone loves, whether they're pregnant women or athletes that are getting a sports massage. And we ring all the way up to the top, to the trapezius here. Then we do another palmar kneading reinforced. It's a really general stroke. And then we get down to the nitty-gritty. And it's all listed in outlines, so you never have to take notes. It's like a recipe outline of what to do. So the principles are starting with big, broad, general strokes and then getting picky. So where do you think the most tension would be, Lee, when somebody is pregnant and right away in the first trimester? Where do you think they would notice the effects? They could tell they were pregnant.
Can you give me a question again? Because
what would a symptom of first trimester pregnancy be?
Maybe the woman may feel involved.
Yeah, indigestion. Yeah, so this area here, the lower back, this is where the nerve supply for the tummy is, from here. So you work all around those areas and it helps settle the stomach. Some people get so sick that they can hardly eat anything. So it's a very unusual thing. You've got malnutrition and you're trying to make it so that when they do eat, the food will stay inside them. Excuse me. The other place is up here. The breasts are growing, and they're growing really fast, and that changes the dynamic in the shoulder, that now sometimes in the first trimester, the shoulders are holding up 5 to 10 pounds more weight pulling forward. So even though they might be a tiny person, like Sarah or myself, all of a sudden their breasts are 3 times as big and they're only in their 3rd month of pregnancy. So we work all around the shoulder. The other thing is headaches. Often people get headaches in the very first trimester because of hormonal changes, sometimes stress, but hormonal changes. So you work the whole neck. So you just pay particular attention to the neck. And basically those are the kinds of back massages. Now we're going to pretend that Sarah is instantly 2nd trimester. So that means she's got a tummy that's happening. And what we're going to do is take out these 2 pillows and we're going to put her into a side lying position. And for this, you guys might want an aerial shot. So we're going to get her to come down the table, and then I think if you turn with your back to Lee, then, so what she's going to do is be in a side lying position, and we're going to put one pillow between her knees, and we're going to get both knees up to her chest. So that's why it's nice when the tables that you get for your clinic are wide, because you really want this knee to be up and without them falling off the table. Then what I do is I put another pillow here underneath the foot so it's not twisting the lower back. So this way, this leg is at a horizontal plane, and it's easier to keep the lower back in the right position. So you guys can see how many pillows I got here under Sarah's knee. I've got this one and this one to keep it up. And then what we do is, Sarah, I'll give you another one. We actually put another one here. This pillow, Lee, is going to go so it's around the front of Sarah. So she's hugging it around the front of her, and then she can't roll onto her front. It keeps her from rolling forward. So this is going underneath there, and then around between the breasts, and she puts one hand over it. So that way she's kind of like hugging the pillow. So if you guys can see from this point of view, she's got pillows all the way across here. There's a lot of manufacturing of really long pillows. They start here and they keep going. They're about this long, and it just means they hook it all up. They're long maternity pillows that you'll see in North America. And if you wanted a product that was going to be unique to your clinic, it would be to get a pillow that was 3 pillow lengths long. And then you just tuck it under all the way, and they hug onto it. So that is something that would be neat to prepare for. The other thing we have sometimes in North America, Lee, we have tables with holes in them. And it's a sling that's in the hole. So people are lying on the table with their tummy hanging down. But I don't bother with that. I've always done this side lying position. So I'll show you how it works. So for the back massage, are you guys doing okay? Yeah?
You mean it's better when we don't just the stress table, not the table with the hole on the tummy, right?
There's actually tables with a hole in the table. And then there's also huge pillows that you put on the table, and it has a big hole in it too. They're like a mattress with a hole in it. So there's a lot of different maternity gizmos, aids, you know. But I like being able to teach people so they could do the same thing at their home as they would in my clinic, you know. So we'll just let Wyatt and Chris try and get an angle of what I'm doing here. So I think you can see me. We've got that. And then I'll show you with those same strokes. So what this looks like, and we probably can't show her. I'm going to put this leg in front, and then I'm going to lean on to Sarah like this. And I got to put my hair up because I'm always making it. And I did have that little thing. Where did I put it? Thank you. I always get my hair in the way. So, hang on a minute. Here we go. This way you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to go like this and around. So I would do that 3 times, Lee, but I also do it from this direction. So I push this way. And where is it most important? Right here. That's where you really lean your pressure onto the lower back, glide up the sides, and start again. And you can see how I get my elbow into my tummy, and I really push when I'm going down there, like this. And then I can do all of the effort and these strokes that are just flat and general this way, and then I'll back up in front of you there. And then I can do this ringing. So you can see it goes right across this way. And then this one is the nitty-gritty. It's kind of the main entree. It's alternate thumb kneading. So what it is, where's the camera? Yeah. So I get one thumb, the other thumb, one thumb. You got it. That's it. The only thing you'd have to change is losing your fingernails. They just have to get shorter. That's the glamour part. That's hard. And you just go down here.
I just I'm lazy on the nails. I just do it on a new here. Just me.
And all the way down. And so all of this alternate thumb kneading is where you get the most mileage out of it. So again, the areas that need attention are up here. And again, I'll give you a quiz. Why the shoulders, Lee? Why would you want to massage and focus around the shoulders? What would that help?
When her breast is becoming big.
Exactly. And then why the lower back? Like right here. Now we're in second trimester. So what do you think for, why would we focus on the lower back?
Because her tummy going bigger and she will feel is hot and heavy.
Yeah. And it pulls. And it pulls the joint, this sacroiliac joint, that triangular joint. Mm-hmm. It's a triangle that's right here. And right here, it gets really sore because everything is pulling forward like that. Okay, so we really work there.
Yeah.
So I work with the thumbs, but I also work with the fists. And I really lean onto the lower back. And we just do a whole lot of work in that area. And pregnant women, they could do with about an hour of work on the lower back. It's just never ending, for sure. And as we go along, we'll teach you about the breast massage. We'll teach you about cold wraps for the breasts. And we'll also teach you about how the extremities swell up. Like arms and legs will get more swollen because of the way in which the person, as they're in their third trimester, you know, they can't wear their rings, their watches are too tight, their shoes don't fit, and their hands fall asleep at night. You know, so those kind of symptoms we can show you also with faking it. With Sarah. So we thought we'd show you the sideline for the back, which is second and third trimester. We'd also show you, I'll have Sarah just turn again. So this time we're going to take everything out of here and get this way. Good, good, good. Then I'll take these out, Sarah. And then we're going to get Sarah face up. Now I just gave one of my tables to a pregnancy clinic, and I was thinking about you because it lifted up and down. And a lot of times when people are pregnant, they have shortness of breath because the baby is like, and it's hard for them to breathe. So that they're a lot like my palliative patients that are dying, where if they're elevated, it's easier to breathe. So a lot of times, and especially when women are in labor, nobody can lie down like this. They have to struggle up to be able to breathe better. So what we're going to do is put these pillows under Sarah's legs, and we're going to pretend, Lee, that her legs are swollen. And then we're going to show you what to do. So I'm going to take even a bigger pillow and put them way up like this. Actually, we'll get that in there. We'll get a bigger one. Here you go. We also have our dog here who's licking the coconut oil as we speak. Indy, do you want to say hi to Vietnam? Indy girl, come here. Come here. Come on, let's see. She might say hi. Up she goes. Can you see her?
Oh my God, it's golden. It's golden.
Yeah, she's a golden labradoodle. So the reason that we put the legs up is to postural drainage, because the feet would be puffy, and the higher up they are above the heart, the better they drain.
Yeah.
With the arms, we always push the direction of pressure up towards the heart. Indy's after the coconut oil. Indy girl, give me that coconut oil. Okay.
The between the trimester, like for the oil for massage, like now we can use the coconut oil, vitamin E or something like cream for the one pregnant one.
Yeah, we do it all the way through, right from the very beginning. Because in the second and third trimester, they'll get stretch marks here. And I'll send you the manuscript of Birthing in Good Hands. There's a chapter called Breasts at Work. And it talks about how to reduce the stretch marks, that kind of thing. The different oils that you can use.
Because I see in your clip on the YouTube,
right?
And about what kind of oils, base oil, or all kind of smell oil can use for the woman pregnant.
Yeah, there's a lot of aromatherapy that's used.
We have many coconut oil in it.
I know, you're very lucky.
Variable.
We have to import it.
You have it also.
I know, but not in Canada. We just have to buy it from people like you. And now what I'm going to do is show you some strokes for her tummy, even though she's not looking pregnant. And we'll just have her legs up there. And it's called passive drainage, where we're not doing anything. It's just passively draining the fluid by its positioning. So I'll show you when we do a class, we're able to drape the chest so that it's what we call discreetly draped, right? So I make a seam of this end and then this end here, and then we pull it down and then keep on going. So it looks really simple to do that, but then the modesty, is good. And then what we're doing is we're looking to be able to go around and around like this. So we take one hand and it stays on the whole time, and the other hand goes around. So put one hand up in the air like this and just go round and round. That's right. Yep. Yep. And then the other hand goes over top of it like that. You got it. Yep. That's exactly it. And then that's the kind of thing that you would do here. And I'm going to lift, here, I'll just wrap this in two. So I'm just going to lift Sarah's head so she can also see you. And I'm then, can't have that coconut oil. We're coming closer. So you guys might want to come around this side. Yeah. I think, yep. And I think if you just tilt that down a tad, Chris. Yep, right there. Yep, that's good. Yep. So you can see, yep, Sarah's tummy there. So she doesn't show much ribs, but right here, we're going to go like this. And right at where the ribs meet here, we're going down the sides, right underneath. And that really opens up the breathing, especially that diaphragm muscle that gets smushed and pressured by the baby growing. As the baby gets bigger and bigger, that feels harder and harder to breathe. So we've got this happening. We get people to practice in first trimester so that they're really good at it by the time this baby arrives. This one is more complicated, so don't expect to get this one right away, but I'm pulling down and getting some give so that as my thumb goes strokes along this way, you'll see it fits right underneath. Yeah, right underneath there. And this hand keeps drawing the skin, so I've got some give. She's got a very tough tummy. You know, like people like this, they've often been doing sit-ups and getting their muscles really tight. This is the last one that is very popular for opening up the breathing, and it's called rib raking. And we go way underneath, and we do a claw-like grip on Sarah's ribs, and we pull right to the edge like that. And that really opens things up. And then we'll get down in here. Now, as the baby gets bigger, this is the favorite stroke, Lee. We go way underneath, and my fingertips are meeting in the middle underneath Sarah. So I go way underneath, and then I lean my body up against the exactly, I meet, and then I lift like this, slowly. Like I get out of there ever so slowly, and then I start letting go of the pressure so I'm not bouncing into the baby. And it doesn't matter how big that tummy is. I do at the level of the diaphragmatic attachment, like up here, and then I'll do another one that is waistline, which I was demonstrating at the beginning. Then the last one I do, guess where it is? Lower back. And this is right on that sacral area, and that is the favorite. People would like about an hour of that, and they would just be so comfortable. And then I'll go back and do the overhanded palmar kneading, and then I do this. And it's one set of fingers on top of the other. Yep, you got it. And it's even more with your tips. You got it, it's exactly that. Yeah, bring your hand a little bit more in the camera and a little bit closer to you. Yeah, so instead of curving, you keep these ones straight. You got it, that's it. And then it's like a pivoting. You got it, tiny little circles with the tip of your fingers. So what I'm doing is I'm going around the digestive system. And the digestive system is a square that goes around the baby. And that makes it easier, because women often get constipated where they can't have an easy digestive system and their bowel movements are slow. So on this side, the far side, we do like a running vibration, and it's like a really quick kind of movement down here. We glide across the bladder at the bottom and then start on this side and go up till we hit the ribs. You got it. Keep coming across. That's good. And then down the other side. And then we go back and smooth it out with this one, which is called overhanded palmar kneading. Can you say that? Overhanded palmar kneading. So try that description. There's probably a Vietnamese translation for it, but it's called overhanded palmar kneading. What's it called, Lee?
Sorry?
Overhanded palmar kneading.
I need to take note.
So when I'm teaching, I teach like everyone's still in kindergarten, like grade 1. So if people say it out loud, it sticks in the memory. So this one, I'll get you to repeat after me. It's called overhanded palmar kneading.
Overhand.
Yep, overhanded palmar kneading.
Palmar kneading.
You got it. Yay. And then I often will ask the person what their favorite stroke is, like what would you like me to do a bit more of?
at the ribs.
Oh, and she knows what she'd like. So before I move on to something else, you know, like arms or legs, I'll ask her what she would like to do. Sometimes I hook on that diaphragmatic one to the left. You know, I put together some combinations. And there's lots more that we can do there, but I thought that would give you the tummy one. And then I'll just show you a little bit on the legs and the arms. And that'll give you a bit of a routine. On my YouTube channel, it also has the massage along so that this will be reinforced. Even though you'll get one that's customized for you, you'll actually see yourself on the next film that we send you, and we can post that. How fast?
A few days.
We can post that fast, yeah. So what we're gonna do on the extremities, arms and legs, there's a principle in massage to do with circulation. You want the circulation to always go up with the pressure towards the heart. So no downward pressure, always up towards the heart. So there's no pushing down. And the reason for that is that in the veins, you know how with the blood circulation there's veins and arteries. And the arteries carry the oxygen-rich blood out to where it's needed. The veins carry the blood that's out of gas. It's used up back into the center of the body. Well, the veins have little valves, and they only want to open up towards the heart. There's little tiny valves that open up, like gateways that open up in the veins, and they only want to open this way, that way. Yep. So when we do the pressure on the extremity, it's always pushing up, 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 and then you glide back with no pressure at all. It's a very light stroke. But when you're going up, you push, push, push up, and then glide back with no pressure. Okay, now the other principle is when I go up and I start the massage, I always start at the shoulder or the hip. And that's like uncorking the bottle, and it opens it up, and then everything can flow out. So the idea being that we start here instead of here. It's just another principle of circulation. So here we go, and we'll open up here again with a general stroke. Is that showing up? I think it is. Just get out of the way. So it's a palmar kneading, single-handed to the deltoid, and then I've got my thumb kneading, and you can see that I'm going all the way down the biceps on the back of the arm. Yep, you've got it, exactly. And then here's the tricky one, Lee. It's something I designed ages ago. I take the arm and I put it like this underneath, and then I've got two hands free. And then what I do is I alternate thumb knead the biceps. How's that? Isn't that great? I love that one. And this one is a favorite on everybody. But whether they're pregnant moms or new moms postpartum, they're holding the baby a lot, and this is really, really good for their arms. Yeah. And then we do the same thing, this alternate thumb kneading. And if you guys can do a close-up on this too, you can see. And each stroke, Lee, is pushing down towards the heart. So whether I'm going up the arm or down the forearm, the pressure of the individual strokes is always up, up, up. Alternate, so you can see here, I can do single-handed thumb kneading, which feels wonderful, mostly because people are using cell phones and texting. They're using their fingers a lot, and it's a technological thing. It's like everybody's becoming a grandmother knitting all the time. I don't know if you knit in Vietnam. No, they wouldn't need socks or toques or scarves or anything. You probably don't even wear sweaters there. But do they have snow in Vietnam anywhere?
Yeah, they have it in Vietnam.
Okay, well then maybe there were knitters. But this kind of movement with the fingers is why the forearms will always really benefit from this movement. And then you go right up here into the wrist. And this wrist and hand is amazingly responsive in maternity massage because no matter what, there's extra edema in the body, swelling. So we do each finger like this outward. So you've got it exactly. And it's nice and firm. The middle one, doesn't matter which way you go, but these ones go this way, away from the center of the hand. I think, yep, we've got it there. Okay, now here's a favorite part. I'm going to teach you all the Sutherland specials. This one. So you do the sole of the hand. It's called the palmar aspect, and you get right in there. And this one feels really, really good right at the heel of the hand. Yeah. And even when you do it single-handedly like that, it's all of the thumb and the... Yeah. And especially with your spa, when people are doing nails and feet, you folks will be very, very good being beauticians and estheticians at hands and feet because that's part of what you're used to doing, you know, to get the feet and hands ready for manicures and pedicures. Okay, this one, we might just have to come to Vietnam to show you, but it goes like this on the top, and then look at this on the bottom. Underneath, I'm going like that. So I start in the middle and I pull out. So it feels really good. Okay, so the top is this way, and then the bottom that way. And the top this way, and the bottom that way. So basically, I let Sarah's elbow drop, and I just go like this. And they'll follow you anywhere after that, let me tell you. It's just the simplest of stroke, and it feels so good. So that is a real basic arm. Here's one thing I do, which is not traditional for pregnancy, but we're going to lock up Sarah's arm straight up, and then we're going to go like this, all the way up and down, and back and forth. There you go, and all the way down. And then we'll just do the same once over here, like this. So you folks, when you're learning to teach, it doesn't matter if it's in the next town, the next province, or on the other side of the world. Like Lee is in Vietnam. That is probably directly on the other side of the world from Nelson, British Columbia. But to be able to just take your laptop computer with the little camera right there, or we could be doing this with the phone and still be able to have someone hold it. Even if Sarah was being worked on, she could hold the phone and be able to film what I was doing at the same time. So don't think you even have to have the one extra person. You can really line up the camera. So Lee, if you're teaching, you know, to other people, like the people that you might want to hire in your spa, you know, they might be people that you could, again, teach by doing the same sort of technique, you know, where they might be in another city and you could do classes when you get your spa going. They know this is Monday night in Canada and they're all organized. And then you have, well, we'll do the Sarah and Christine show, won't we? Well, because Sarah's going to be in England, so we could have a two-way, three-way where we've got everybody pregnant and doing babies or whatever we do. Definitely the start of something, Sarah. Watch out. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yep, you can see me. We push down here. This is a bit of a complicated turn on the ankle, but again, which direction is the pressure going, Lee?
All the way upward.
Yep. Towards the what? Heart.
And yeah, the heart.
Yep. So we're pushing up towards the heart. Yep. And then when we glide back, what kind of pressure do we use?
Okay, got it.
What kind of pressure do we use coming back? We use lots of pressure going up. And what kind of pressure do we use when we're coming back down the leg?
No pressure.
You got it. And where do we start when we want to focus the massage?
We focus on the lower back.
No, it's no trick question. I'm right there. We start at the hip. Because when we're doing the arms or legs, we always want to start at the part that attaches to the trunk of the body. So we're going to start at the hip on the legs, and we're going to come all the way down.
The hip.
Yep. And what's this stroke called? It's a review.
A little bit, can I see whole hip?
We've got the,
I want to see.
it's called ringing. And does that show up? Yep, we can see it. So that ringing stroke is a big beginning stroke. And then this one is called alternate thumb kneading. What is it called?
I mean,
Yep, alternate.
over.
Yeah, alternate thumb kneading. So it's with the thumbs and they're going 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, alternate thumb kneading. Good work. Okay, now guess where the most important area of tension is? Besides the lower back, it's the knees. So the more that you can work on the knees, whether they're knees from Vietnam or knees from Canada, they're still going to find the greatest tension because of all the weight in the tummy. This is the greatest weight-bearing joint in the body, and so we use all the strokes. So this is my specialty ringing. I open it up. So instead of going like this with the thumbs, I open up the thumbs and I wrap right around so that it stretches across the bottom and stretches across the top.
Yeah.
And that is so relieving. So any of the massages that you're doing now, those kinds of things, you can really emphasize the knees, and everyone will comment about that being beneficial. Whether they're a hockey player. What's the sport that's best in Vietnam, Lee?
Yeah.
Is it soccer, or when you have sports, what's the most popular sport?
I think the need is everyone got that's problem. Even the man and the woman, they have the problem with the knee.
With the knees, yeah.
Especially with the young people. So, I mean the older people.
Yeah.
They lose. I think they lose the glucosamine here.
Yeah.
And they drink a lot. Yeah. But it's heavy because everyone on the label.
Well, we have.
The woman pregnant. With the woman pregnant, like my mother, she had a tie from the soccer from the Nike to buy for her, and she got put it on like a girl on here to protect this one, and the knee.
Yeah.
She protect it because it when she walks, she feels hurt. When the weather changing.
Yeah. The arthritis shows up. Yeah. And their joints get achy. So.
For my mom later.
Well, your mom's going to love the work that you do on her knees then. And we're going to go down the foreleg. And this muscle right here is the most tight, and it's called the tibialis anterior, and we just keep stretching it out. And usually their ankles get puffy, they get wider, and so we go like this, and we go all around the ankle. So the more that you do as you go down the leg, the better. So you emphasize the knee, and then everything down here gets to be a focus. Because this is where they have the most discomfort, is lower leg and lower back. Probably in the whole body when somebody is first, second, or third trimester. So I'll just show you some of the ones that we do. We do the alternate thumb kneading, exactly like the hand. We do the corkscrewing of the toes, exactly like the hand. And then the one we did like this, we do on the foot. And we can do some special ones for you just to show foot things. But we do all sorts of different kinds of motions of the ankle just to loosen it up. Because a lot of people feel like they can hardly walk by the time they're ready to deliver the baby because their ankles are so swollen and their feet won't bend. So we just try and make that a real focus of the massage in the last days. So that gives you kind of a once over what to do, and then I'll show you for Sarah's smiling at you. So this is the kind of thing where you can stand up and do the facial massage, or you could sit down and do it. And this one is on my YouTube channel. So if you look under one of the latest videos for headaches, you'll see all these strokes are on it. So it's temporal kneading with the fingertips. Yep, you've got that right. And then right up in here in the temples, and right down here in the jaw. And those are the two key areas for getting everything loosened up. And that means that the sinuses will drain down into the ears so that you get a lot of opening up of the eustachian tubes down into the ear, and everything will drain. Because a lot of people, when they're pregnant, they feel like they've got sinus headaches, their sinuses are just all stuffed up. And then the favorite one, Lee, guess where it is? The all-time favorite. So where would I finish everything? Where would I finish the massage? Big hint. So if I finish right up here in the scalp, it's like all the tension is lifted off the body. And if you don't do the scalp very thoroughly, often they'll go away and they'll have a headache. So it's really important to massage the scalp at the very end. So don't leave it out. Any questions?
Will Sarah feel the headache when she first trimester?
In the, come again, give me the question again. It just garbled it at the beginning.
Because in Vietnam, they worry about the baby health. They not do the massage on the first trimester.
Oh, I see.
They normally do on the second one and the third one.
Right.
And
that's more to do with it's more to do with superstition. There's no reason why you can't massage the feet in the last trimester. There's no physiological reason why not to massage the feet. With Chinese medicine, there's certain places that you don't stimulate, because then that will stimulate to do with the baby and delivery. But basically, for this massage routine, it's safe to do in every trimester, right into delivery, labor and delivery. So don't be afraid to do the feet. You'll be an educator. You'll be a changer. It'll be.
I think when the pregnant woman, they feel stress, headache. I mean, every symptom happen on the first trimester, but they scared of massage. But in the second one, I think the second one is the time they feel better. I mean, the body, the woman body will always the best time. in the second trimester. But normally the woman they just do the massage on the second one. But the first one and the third one is more important. I mean the pregnant woman need the massage on the first and the trimester on the third one better. Yeah.
Well, I think they need it in every trimester. And I think it's a way that the body can change more gently. You know, so I think it's really good to introduce the massage right away. And also, we'll show you how we teach the men how to do the massage in tandem. And so there would be the dad on one arm and me on the other arm, so that the husbands are involved. And that way you could also make some cultural changes in your country too, where it's not only the women coming for your staff to massage them, but also that the family comes. So we'll show you how we teach the men and how we teach the little boys, the brothers and the sisters, how to massage the tummy. That's where we're going to change the world, Lee, is if we change by teaching the kids how to do the massages for their brothers and sisters while they're on the inside, you know?
Later, I hope next time I will ask for my kid also, and my mom or my husband.
Well, it would be great to have one of...
Do you hear clearly from my son?
Come again?
Do you hear clearly from my son? Because sometimes I cannot hear from you. Maybe it's the stop your voice.
Right. Yeah, we don't have the vocal thing very good. But there are other ways that we can, other systems we can use besides Skype that are even better. Because we can do a direct camera, and there's another program called Go to a Meeting, and it would have less delay and better vocal quality for us.
Okay.
So we can try that. We are the experiment.
Do you usually try the Rotary Club to go around?
The Rotary Club, yeah.
Actually, they have it in Vietnam before, it was a long time ago, but they leave because the funds stay on the leader. Yeah. So they don't have the Rotary in Vietnam now. But I hope I can. I can join the club again. And it's better when you can come here easily. I need to take time to get a group of people can join the class with me. So it's better when we have exchange the information. Yeah.
Well, what we'll do is I'm sure that we will build a following if we keep on doing the classes between you and Sarah and myself, and we have Wyatt and Chris to keep looking at how we can make the classroom better, our virtual classroom. So I'm sure by the time Sarah goes back to England in the summer that we will have this down really well. And then I'll just meet Sarah in Vietnam next year, and then we will know. Lots of people will have watched us by then. But thank you for tonight. That was a good beginning. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You take it.
And thanks to and Wyatt here with the, oh, that's Chris. And there's Wyatt. And you can see how big our lights are there. Somewhere. There they are. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Christine, do you have you got it?
Oh, there's the
Hello,
kids.
baby. My sister.
Oh.
Say hi to her.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Say hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, we'll show you our dog too. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Here, Indy. Let me show you. Can you see Indy? Does she show up there? Say hi, Indy. Hello. She's under the desk. Hi. Say hi to Vietnam. Okay. And we'll get organized for next also next Monday. We have some mums that will also be pregnant for next week, so we could do it again.
Yeah, please give me the time, and I can, if available, I can set up people. I mean, tomorrow is better for me than practice.
Yeah, and if we get a person that you could massage, then we could do that together. Yeah. Okay.
I send all you to me, and I do teach on with the Sarah myself, but sometimes I can answer you because I need to translate my word to you by English. So if you put it on the YouTube or
YouTube,
can you send it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can put what we shot today on YouTube. Chris is saying yes. Yeah. Okay, and your English is great. We just need to get a better audio connection.
Yeah. I will learn more words about the muscle, and so you learn better. I remember tummy belly and knitting.
And did I send you the manuscript for the book? I don't think so. I'll send...
You haven't...
No, I'll send you the book. It's got a bunch of chapters and it outlines this so you can read it. It's all in English. But it would be great to translate it into Vietnamese.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've frozen on us. We can kind of hear you. Oh, there you are. Okay, see you next week.
I haven't booklet yet. I haven't get your booklet. The booklet I haven't get it yet. You send it by the online, or you can send it by the mail.
Okay, we'll send you by posting it on YouTube. And we'll put it private.
Oh, okay.
And then you can see it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sarah, can you send it again for me, please?
We can send it to you. Yeah, we can send you the link on email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah.
Bye, Lee. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Sarah. And two men.
Yeah, Chris and Wyatt. Chris and Wyatt, right there.
Have a good day.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
You have bye.
Bye.
You all have rabbit.
Bye. Bye.
They keep with us.
Oh, the dog. Yeah, right. We'll have 2 dogs next time. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
It,
Yes.